So we found out what the quantity, the minimum order quantity was, the FOB of where it's being shipped from. So now we gave them our information to make up the tooling and so forth. How does the payments work? How do you pay, and what sort of expectations are there with factories? I know everybody's different, but maybe you have some general idea to answer some of the inventors' questions.
Yeah, well, there are so many different ways. It depends on the negotiation between, the inventors and the manufacturers. The typical scenarios are, the manufacturer may ask for the upfront cost to put against for the tooling, but they would say, okay, if eventually you put the order, they will credit back. That's something that I've seen. Now, when it comes to order, I think the most common payment service is just to wire the money to the other side. But be careful of that. I mean, because send the money through wire, essentially, there's not traceable. But anyone get the money will take the money and get out anytime. So just be careful that you know enough about this party before you send the money, and also don't pay 100% upfront. We always encourage people to put deposit, 30%, 50%. And then when you receive the goods, and then pay the remaining balance, or break it down by milestone. If they've done this, you've seen this, you check that, and then you pay certain percentage until you receive the final product. So that's a more typical thing that we've seen people doing offline. Now on our site, we actually offer a tool that hopefully help protect both buyer and seller. It's called escrow service. Because we understand, buyer or inventors, they don't want to pay until they receive the final product. But the seller, they probably don't want to ship or do anything until, they receive the money. Right. So we act as a middleman. We try to solve this chicken and egg question that by offering this escrow service. Essentially, it's like buying a house. So the buyer or the inventors can put through an order through this escrow service. Then they, instead of paying the seller or the manufacturer directly, they would deposit the money into this escrow account. And then we will notify the manufacturer that the money is in the escrow account so that they can start producing or they can ship the product. Once that product is shipped, and then once the buyer receives the merchandise and check everything looks good, they satisfied, then they can confirm and let us know to release the money.
That's fantastic.